Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Sian. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. There are loads of different types of video on this channel. I'm sure you'll find something you like, and if you are subscribed, please ting on the little bell so you get a notification every time I upload a video, which is only twice a week, so no need to worry that it's going to be going off all the time, but that way you won't miss a video. That way it's win-win for everyone. Hooray! I'm talking to you today about running shoes. I've been asked this quite a lot from my Couch to 5K video and my Tough Mudder video about what type of running shoe people should buy. I'm going to start off by saying I am not a professional, but I can give you what I have experienced in the way that I run. First off, you have to find out about your gait, which is kind of how your foot behaves when you run. So where you're putting the pressure on, whether you've got a low arch in your foot or a high arch, all of these things make a difference to the type of shoe that you get. I mainly do trail running, so I can't really comment on road running, but for trail running I can show you what has and what hasn't worked with me. First up, the first shoe I got, which is a little bit muddy because it did Tough Mudder with me and I haven't washed it yet, is an Oasics trail shoe. I don't know exactly what make, but it's an Oasics trail shoe and it has good grip on the bottom but minimal to no support inside. And what I found when I was running with these shoes was that my left foot used to go dead and I didn't have them done up tightly. I don't know what it was, but I felt that I needed a bit more support when I was running. So what I did, I went to a running shop and they assessed my gait and said I was a slight overpronator, so my foot isn't quite supporting me as I run, so I needed to look at a shoe with support in it. So these ones I do still use, like obviously I've used it for Tough Mudder and it's kind of falling apart a bit, but I also use them for just going out walking in, all kinds of stuff. They're still useful trainers to have. They just didn't work for me. So what I did then was I did loads of research online to try and see what type of shoe would suit my running gait and see how I could best be supported whilst I run, and I came up with these New Balance trainers and they are really supportive. When I put them on they felt really supportive and I ran on these for probably about 8 months. What I found with these though, the only downside to these was that I was still getting shin splints, so it clearly wasn't kind of cushioning the run, or it was but in a different way. It clearly wasn't giving me quite the support I needed and my arch on both feet hurt a little when I finished running. And I'm not running a long way, it's not like I'm using these to kind of do ultra runs, I'm literally running like 5k. So these are good and they worked really well for me, but they're just, I don't know if maybe they were getting to the end of their running life, but they're still in really good condition, so I don't know. The shoe that I've ended up with after a lot of research and a lot of kind of trying on different shoes and seeing how they felt, because obviously you can't go running in a pair of shoes and then take them back and say no, they don't feel right. I've ended up with these, which look slightly like a spaceship. They have a massive sole on them, they're huge. So if you ever need to like be taller, then these are perfect. But they also really cushion you when you run. So since I've been wearing these, I haven't had shin splints. And these are the Hoka 1 and they are so comfortable. They really are, but they also cushion my foot. They also kind of support your foot, so you're less likely to kind of go over on an ankle, which is obviously important because I did that last year and my ankle still hurts a year later. So yeah, they're really, for me, these have been fantastic shoes. They've got a very light, breathable upper. When they get wet, they dry out quite quickly. Although I have to say not as quickly as the New Balance ones. Those dried out ridiculously quickly and were fantastic if you're running through, say, water and then up a hill. By the time you got to the top of the hill, the water was gone. But these also dry out quickly. They feel nice. The upper part is very thin, and it just makes it a very light, breathable shoe. I mean, it weighs almost nothing, and it's, you know, there's no weight on your feet whilst you're running. So those are the shoes that I would recommend, but I would definitely recommend going to either a running shop, a specialist running shop, or a specialist physio who can assess how you run. But if you don't want to do that, you can do something yourself, which is to get like a little tray of water and a bit of paper, step into the water, then step onto the bit of paper and take your foot off, and the footprint that is left behind will kind of show you how, whether or not you have kind of a high arch or a low arch, and you'll be able to tell roughly from that the kind of shoe that you will need. There's loads more information online. I'll leave a link below to the website I saw about the wet foot thing. I haven't tried it myself, so I don't know like how good it is. But I just think choosing a running shoe is actually so subjective. You know, what works for me may well not work for you, but just keep trying, and specialists are there to help you. You don't have to buy the shoes from their shop. If you've tried a pair and they feel really good, go away, do some research, see if you can find them cheaper online. It's definitely worth looking around when it comes to buying running trainers because they're so expensive, or they certainly can be. The Hoka one I bought as a special birthday treat because that's how my life has gone now. I now buy trainers as a birthday treat. What have I turned into? There are all kinds of tips and tricks online as to how to lace your shoes based on the size, the width, the length of your foot. You can lace your shoe if you're getting pain in one shoe, you can lace it differently to the other shoe. Again, I'll link that all below. But I really hope this has helped some of you in choosing some running shoes. Go and get out there and get running. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to, then please subscribe and don't forget the bell for notifications, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye.